It looks like the rest of Love and Hip Hop. Atlanta Season 12 will focus on Kirk and Kendra. The latest rumor is that Kirk has cheated on Rasheeda again, this time with Kendra, who is also married. To make things worse, sources say they recorded a tape, and Kirk may not have been careful with it. Now, some of the cast, including Rasheeda and Yung Joc, might have seen it. Rasheeda is furious, and Yung Joc is struggling to handle the drama. Things are about to get out of control. For those who haven't kept up, here's what's happening. Kirk has allegedly been unfaithful again, but this time, it's with Kendra. Since both are married, the news is already causing problems. But now, rumors say there's proof, a tape that might have been leaked. According to insiders, their partners have seen it, and both marriages are in serious trouble. To understand how bad this is, let's go back a little. Kirk and Rasheeda have been together for over 20 years, and their relationship has been full of ups and downs. The biggest problem? Kirk's history of cheating. He has been caught more than once, and every time it has hurt their marriage. Despite everything, Rasheeda has always tried to hold things together, but Kirk isn't the only one who has been questioned. Years ago, when Rasheeda was pregnant with their first child, Kirk shocked everyone by demanding a paternity test, doubting if the baby was his. The results proved he was the father.
In order to move forward. Nobody is perfect and relationships have issues. But y'all also gotta understand forgiveness too. And that's what I have learned to understand. Because we've had to forgive each other. I ain't always been perfect in my marriage. We've had dishonesty from both sides of us in this marriage. We've had infidelities from both sides of us in this marriage.
Father, but the drama didn't stop there. Later, Rasheeda admitted on the show that she had also been unfaithful at some point in their relationship. Now, with Kirk and Kendra caught up in this latest scandal, things have reached a whole new level. The fact that there might be a tape makes everything worse. If Rasheeda and Kendra's husband have really seen it, there's no telling what will happen next. Fans are watching closely, and the drama is only getting started. This season is about to be one of the most intense yet. When Rasheeda admitted she hadn't been completely faithful in her marriage, everything seemed to change. It was almost like Kirk took it
his last birthday because where were you at?
That's the same party that I helped pay for and pay for the gifts, correct?
When we was in mediation, do you even remember what we agreed on? Yeah, you don't know because you don't
I do
speak
know,
to it.
I'm not.
So the agreement was that you get Cannon the third weekend of every month. Do you do that?
No, we didn't really agree to that because the last time...
It's signed on paper.
This is what I just want to say. It's not gonna ever be exactly what you want it to be. But one thing you ain't gonna never, ever, ever have to question or worry about is that boy getting the love and the same treatment as all the other kids when he's around.
As a reason to keep doing what he was doing. Instead of fixing their problems, he continued to cheat, and things only got worse. Not only did he have an affair with Jasmine, but he also had a child with her. Kirk having a baby outside their marriage made things even harder for Rasheeda. It wasn't just about him being unfaithful. It was about a child who would always be in their lives. This put her in a difficult position, forcing her to figure out how to deal with co-parenting while still struggling with her own emotions. A few weeks ago, Rasheeda, Kirk, and Jasmine sat down to talk about
Kirk invited me to meet him. It's bull. At this point, just pay what you're supposed to pay and be on your merry way. Do that?
No, we didn't really agree to that because the last time...
It's signed on paper.
This is what I just want to say. It's not gonna ever be exactly what you want it to be. But one thing you ain't gonna never, ever, ever have to question or worry about is that boy getting the love and the same treatment as all the other kids when he's around. But I feel like y'all owe it to Cannon for it not to be a nitpick.
I feel like I'm just glad to walk down the street sometime because, you know, I was labeled as America's most up person at one time. Women hate me for what happened with her. But
Loved him since the first day I
heard from you.
You don't have to hear from me because Cannon knows what's up. That's all that matters.
You understand why it's a little weird now? It seems
but
like
you know it's not weird.
Because
no, it's genuine.
Now all of a sudden.
I've always been there since I decided to forgive this. If I forgave him, I gotta take everything that comes with it, and that's Cannon. Y'all figure some out so we can get this boy on track like he need to be on track. It's been too long to be playing these kind of games, guys. Call me, babe, when you do.
Raising their son, Cannon. It was a tense conversation filled with emotions and unfinished business. Co-parenting is never easy, especially in a situation like this, but they knew they had to find a way to make it work for the sake of the child. The discussion showed where they all stood and whether they could set their issues aside to do what was best for Cannon. When Jasmine admitted she hadn't erased her...
I told you, you can call me anytime. When you need me, call me.
Now that you say that, I'm gonna take your word for it. We'll see.
So if I pick him up from your house and I come to your door, you're gonna be fully dressed, or you're gonna be how you normally be?
How do I normally be?
You came to the door a few times in your birthday suit. You don't think that's happened?
Are you kidding me?
So that's never happened?
Oh, you making up now. I don't know what you trying to do, what you trying to pull, but it's okay, because listen, I don't erase no message.
And I'm not saying it like I've never...
Now, Rasheeda didn't want a public thing, so she had a private sit-down with Kirk and Jasmine to address the screenshots, and this was what went down.
Whatever the number is. So, what's the deal on the text messages? Is that what we got going on? Because the fact that I'm even sitting here, even listening to this is beneath me. And I'm sick and tired of this. Straight up. What is up?
What's up is I take care of my child, not to the...
messages. It was clear she had something to reveal. It didn't take long before she told the truth. At first, Kirk and Rasheeda accused her of showing up unexpectedly, but Jasmine quickly defended herself. She explained that she wasn't just randomly appearing, she came to share her side of the story. She wanted to clear up the accusations that she had been acting inappropriately or trying to get Kirk's attention. Kirk claimed that Jasmine would come to his house looking flirty, as if she wanted more than just a co-parenting relationship. But Jasmine wasn't having it. She insisted she wasn't trying to stir up drama. She just wanted to be heard. The discussion was intense, with emotions running high as they all tried to set the record straight. When Jasmine admitted she hadn't erased her messages, it was clear she had something to reveal. It didn't take long before she told the truth. At first, Kirk and Rasheeda accused her of showing up unexpectedly, but Jasmine quickly defended herself. She explained that she wasn't just randomly appearing. She came to share her side of the story. She wanted to clear up the accusations that she had been acting inappropriately or trying to get Kirk's attention. Kirk claimed that Jasmine would come to his house looking flirty, as if she wanted more than just a co-parenting relationship. But Jasmine wasn't having it. She insisted she wasn't trying to stir up drama, she just wanted to be heard. The discussion was intense, with emotions running high as they all tried to set the record straight. But that wasn't the end of it. Kirk said something that made it seem like there was still more between him and Jasmine. His words left everyone questioning if he was hiding something. Jasmine responded right away, and the tension in the room grew even stronger. It was obvious that their past wasn't completely behind them. Rasheeda, already upset, couldn't ignore how Kirk's comments made things even worse. What was supposed to be a conversation to clear things up only created more doubts about what was really going on. Rasheeda didn't want to make a big scene, so she chose to have a private talk with Kirk and Jasmine. She needed to get to the bottom of the messages that had come to light. She asked Kirk to be honest and tell her if there was anything he hadn't shared. Jasmine, meanwhile, was ready to speak her truth. The discussion quickly became heated as emotions took over. It was clear this conversation would reveal some uncomfortable truths. If you thought Kirk having a child behind Rasheeda's back was the worst thing he could do, think again. Rumors are flying that he hasn't just cheated on Rasheeda. He's also been unfaithful to Jasmine. And to make things even messier, this Time it's with Love and Hip Hop. Atlanta star Kendra Robinson. What makes this even more shocking? Kendra is married to Yung Joc. Insiders say the drama has completely thrown off filming because Rasheeda is furious that Kirk would betray her with another cast member's wife. Yung Joc is just as angry. He even drove to Kirk's house to confront him, but Kirk was already gone by the time he got there. To top it off, it turns out Kirk and Kendra recorded a tape together. Now, that tape has landed in the hands of Rasheeda, Yung Joc, and even other cast members. This scandal has turned everything upside down, and it's clear things will never be the same. Now, let's be real. Cheating is wrong, no matter what. But some fans think this might be karma for Yung Joc. For those who don't know, Joc has a long history of cheating on Kendra, just like Kirk has done to Rasheeda. Their marriages seem to follow the same pattern. And now Joc might finally understand what it feels like to be on the other side of betrayal. Even before their wedding, Joc was caught being unfaithful. Many people told Kendra to walk away, but she forgave him and went through with the marriage. Sadly, forgiving a cheater doesn't always lead to a happy ending. Not long after, Joc did it again. This time, he had a baby with another woman while Kendra was pregnant. And to make things even worse, he was recently spotted getting close to another mystery woman. The most embarrassing part? He got exposed. Just 3 days after Kendra posted a sweet Father's Day message to him on Instagram. Now let's be honest, Kendra was wrong for stepping out on Joc with Kirk. But Joc isn't innocent either. Maybe this is the reality check he needs. Now, all eyes are on Rasheeda. Will she finally leave Kirk, or will she give him yet another chance? Many fans believe she deserves better and are urging her to walk away. What do you think? Should she stay, or is it time for her to move on?